Over the years, I've followed a handful of political commentators and various podcasters, not that many actually, and over the last few years I've watched all of them, cancellations or not, watch them all grow, their audiences, their influence, and for the most part they've stuck to one particular position, you know, backing one political side or one political candidate, and witnessed a little bit of chopping and changing as the years go by. But what you realise is that as the follower counts get into the serious numbers, what you'll see is that a lot of people will hold a particular position in order to hold their own position, because it's all very enticing. The rewards for sticking to particular positions are acclaim and notoriety, attention, money, a sense of security or an idea of stability and security. But actually what I see is a lot of people banking on fool's gold. You know, the people that just want everybody to be all right, but backing somebody who's continually pushing the vax, the jabs, even though now we all know, even though a lot of people who are close to us will continue taking all of these monstrously dangerous procedures, and more people realizing that everything that happened over the last 5 years was complete bullshit and tyrannical to boot. But people like those audiences. I remember a long time ago now, there was a big figure on YouTube who was a fitness guy who was really into the keto thing and wasted no opportunity of posting, you know, his before and after photographs, and, you know, fair play, lots of nice big endorsements. But I remember that I stopped following him when he got onto the body positivity bullshit train and was putting up pictures of morbidly obese women saying these women have perfectly healthy metabolisms. And I thought, oh my goodness, you really want to hold on to your 5 million subscribers. And I haven't actually looked at him for ages, but no doubt it will be 6 or 7, because he'll say the stuff that people want to hear, but not necessarily the stuff that's very good for them. And what happens is, as time goes on, what you realise is who and what people want and what they're controlled by. Hello, hi, right.
No, not so bad, mate.
Well done for walking the uphill.
Yes, I'd rather be going down.
I know, I get to be smug, don't I? But what you realise is that even though there are lots of players in the political sphere now who are self-funded, you know, they're the billionaires, they're the multi-millionaires who got their own money, but that's the financial backing. But once you've got the political backing, which is what people want, they want the celebrity. It used to be that you got celebrity endorsements, but now you get the politician's endorsement, which is all the more pant-wetting for people. You know, it gets people's juices flowing, it gets them really excited. But it's so grubby because you know that in order to have the endorsement of any of these political figures, whichever political side they're on, what you realize is that a lot of people have to sacrifice enormous amounts of their principle to keep the position. And I swear to God, I see this more and more and more. It is prisons all the way down. It's just, it's so enticing, but it's so Faustian. It's so Faustian. And people dream of getting to that 1 million subscriber mark on whichever social media platform it is. And then they keep going and they go and they go. And they make light of it and they make their nice little jokes. And I'm not saying that it isn't entertaining and vindicating, but it is such a trap that you can't, after a certain point, you can't really dig yourself out of. And they say never to meet your heroes, but it's just as relevant now to not put your faith in the false idols of our time. They're everywhere, my friends. They're everywhere. And people say, well, yes, but I've got this audience and they believe in XYZ person. And if I don't back them and I lose all of my audience, well, what will I have? Well, you'll have integrity, honesty, and truthfulness. And you won't be leading, potentially, millions of other people down the wrong path. Do not worship false idols. It's good advice, you know. Christianity's got lots of great advice. Put not ye faith in princes. Yeah, they're bright, shiny objects. I remember eons ago, don't fall for bright, shiny object syndrome. And loads of people were, this is when I was on Facebook, were doing posts. And then in the same breath almost, they were retweeting Elon Musk. This is 10 years ago. Elon Musk putting rockets into the sky. And I remember doing a post saying, don't believe in bright shiny objects. He's literally launching a rocket into space. And the amount of backlash. People don't want to have their bubbles burst. They really don't. But I want to have integrity. I don't want to mislead people. I don't want them to build castles on sand so that all their hopes and dreams will be dashed away from them. Well, Martin, what do I believe in? Freedom, truth, and beauty. And believe in yourself, in the very powerful and positive things that you can do. Because all of these people, the Trumps, the Netanyahus, the Al-Jalanis, all these fucking lunatic nutcase psychopaths in the Middle East. Oh gosh, that's your role model, is it? What, an axe-wielding jihadi? I mean, you think he's going to save civilization? I mean, God, it's so bonkers naive, all of this. But whichever side of the spectrum, these people are too far away from you to actually make your life better. They just are. They're never going to be close enough to be able to help you. And even if it's in somebody in your own country and somebody who might like your reply to one of their posts or might retweet you or whatever, when you walk around your own village and you see that people are dropping litter and that can't be sorted out, you believe that one person in your country is going to solve all of the obvious problems right in front of you? No. But people want to outsource their responsibility. They want to delegate their morality. They don't want to do anything for themselves. It's hard doing things for yourself. But a little way back on my walk there, I was reflecting on the shallowness of what me and my ex-boyfriend had together, and my boyfriend and I had together rather, and and just realised, God, if he is with somebody new, God help him. Good luck to that very, very, very brave man. I don't wish ill on people, but I do advise that we all do a bit of waking up, a bit of perspective needs to be brought into focus, and realise that your life is your own. Act accordingly.